everybody, Interceptor here. Happy Easter. I hope you're having a lovely Sunday wherever you are and whatever you're doing. As I've mentioned on Twitter, I'm going to be doing a bit of a revamp on my channel. So to give you background in case you're new, I started this mostly as a way to talk about Latin and ancient Mediterranean references in video games. Obviously, there's a ton of them when it comes to Final Fantasy monsters, God of War, and really everything. They love picking things from Greek and Roman society, and I love finding them because I am a gamer, even though I'm not that great of a gamer. I'm kind of a bad gamer. I'm also an ex-college professor. I taught for a few years in the college level, more than a few years, but it just wasn't really for me, so now I'm a parish secretary at a Catholic church. I am Catholic. You'll hear about that a lot on the channel, just because that's a big part of who I am. But when I was a college professor, I taught classics, which meant Latin, ancient Greek, history, mythology, religion, blah, 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 blah. So those are things I really like talking about. I'm interested in history, language, and deep diving into mythology in video games, which is why, well, part of why I love RPGs so much. There's usually a ton to dig into and think about. And so on the channel, I want to go back to that original intention of doing more Interceptor researches, as they are called. And so definitely leave some questions below if you have any. I have a few series to go on right now, and I'm going to limit the LPs just during the week. So I'm still going to be showing my gameplay of currently Horizon Zero Dawn and Lost Sphere, and I'll be adding Riku's story of Kingdom Hearts Chain of Memories to the mix pretty soon. I took a break from Kingdom Hearts for a while, but I'm ready to jump back into it. But since I'm not a very great video game player, I get that it might not be that interesting to watch. And I also get that even though I reach good points of commentary in them, it can be a lot to wade through. So I'm going to try and use the weekend to pull out points and go into further digressions based on things that come across in my games or other things. At the moment, I have no plans for raising money with this channel, so it's not monetized because I don't have enough views. I don't have Patreon or Ko-fi or any of the other things, GameWisp. I do have a Twitch. I guess technically I could earn money from that, but great. If the channel picks up, which I would love if it did, so please share videos that you like and ask me questions that you would like to hear the answer to, and I will do that. I'll figure out the best way to do things there, because I do want some of the money from this channel, if it earns any money, to go to charity. That's very important to me, because I have a full-time job right now, although it doesn't pay that well, and I do have to watch my budget very closely, so this channel, you know, is costing me. Nevertheless, if I earn money from it, I don't want to take it all. I want to make sure that I do something good. That's really important to me too. As I mentioned, I do stream on Twitch. Generally, maybe twice a week, depending on the week. Like this past week, I just didn't have time to do it. But this upcoming week, I'll probably do it a few times. Currently, I'm playing through Final Fantasy X in preparation for my Final Fantasy and Religion video series, looking at the different religious structures in different Final Fantasy games, or the lack thereof, but it's really fascinating to see what kind of religious imagery they use, but more importantly, more interesting to me, within the game itself, what religious beliefs they have, what religious systems they have. So I hope you will join me for that. There's going to be a ton of weekend video series to watch out for. Interceptor Researches, which I've already mentioned. That's going to be looking at those Latin, linguistic, historical, cultural points, or simply answer some questions that you might have about a game. Then there's going to be a series which I'm calling Guilty Gaming. I don't know about you guys, but I have a huge, see it back there, a huge backlog of games that I've bought over the years and haven't beaten, and some of them I haven't even touched yet, which is not great. So I'm going to be working on the backlog, and in Guilty Gaming I will update you on my progress and any thoughts, commentary, anything like that I have on the game. My current Guilty Gaming game is A Link Between Worlds. When I do catch up on my backlog, if I ever catch up on my backlog, I guess I should say, I will play games that I should have played many years ago, like games people have recommended, Okami or Ni no Kuni, games like that I really should have played by now, but I haven't. So that's going to be in Guilty Gaming. There might also be some giveaways in Guilty Gaming. So as I finish games, I might give them away, because why not? The third video series is a real stuff show. In that one, I'm going to be reviewing stuff. So reviewing toys, merchandise, do unboxings for things I buy, if I buy anything, mailings, if you guys want to mail me things. Currently, I don't have an address for that, but again, if people are interested in sending me junk, I might not want it. Just kidding. I can get a P.O. box, so, but currently I do not have one. And the last weekend video series that I have planned right now, obviously I could add to these, change these as I go, is Decent Gamer Review. I am a decent gamer, aka not that good. So what does an okay player have to say about systems and games? But there's also that second meaning of decent. So I am going to be thinking about the content, if it's family appropriate, if it's religiously appropriate, you know, what are some of the problematic points for people that might come up in a game that they should know about and be warned about. And that might be particularly helpful for adults looking to buy games to play with their family or to play with their kids, but they don't have time to play the games and view them themselves, or maybe they don't know games that well. Granted, most people in my generation who are having kids know things about video games now, so I feel like it's less necessary than it used to be. Right, back when my parents' generation, they needed help picking games for their kids. I think my generation having kids, they know what to give their kids and what not to give their kids. But I'll just throw out my 2 cents for gameplay and content, and then if anything else tickles my fancy to talk about in the game reviews as well. So those are the things that I really want to do going forward, and I'm looking forward to doing, and hopefully you are looking forward to watching. They will start next weekend, where I finish up a series on Latin in Super Smash Bros. Brawl, so please watch that. And I think the other episode is going to be God of War and talking about monsters. Yay! So please like, comment, subscribe, share this video, and until next time, Interceptor out.